What's up, everybody? How's it going? Back again with another collection update video. And I worked all night last night and just woke up a little while ago and had a few cups of coffee, and I'm trying to down this fucking monster now, trying to wake my ass up. But listened to a couple of CDs and a record, decided to go ahead and shoot some more of my collection updates. CD haul, I guess. I got 10 albums to show you, one prop, I guess, maybe two props. Really stoked about what I've been getting into. I've been in a really black metal mood and death doom mood, and this is what this is going to have, and a couple of death metal albums. But it's been a great couple of days, or weeks actually, collecting all this stuff. I got so much more to show, and what better way than to wake up and show more of my shit. So in the background, you're hearing some beautiful fucking shit. One of the many instrumentals on this is a Apoplexy, Tears of the Unborn. I've talked about this and played this damn album several times in my videos. It's one of my favorites. Released in 1995, and I think they're Slovakian. Just killer fucking shit. I love it. It's kind of has a progressive nature and somewhat of a melodic nature to it. Judging by the album cover, you'd think it's brutal death metal, but it really isn't. And I've talked about this a couple times, but it kind of reminds me like a more refined version of Symbolic by Death. I think this album actually is better than that album in some ways, just for the quality of the instrumentals, the classical pieces in between tracks, and I don't know, just a really great album. I love how they make these little intros to it, and then somewhat of a long part before it really gets into the vocals. But for this time of year, this is one of my favorite death metal albums to go to. So I'll post a link in the description below for those that haven't seen me talk about this fucking album a million goddamn times. I fucking love this motherfucker. But let's get on with the collection update before I bore you guys to fucking tears. So obviously I've been in a black metal mood like a motherfucker, and the last video I showed some black metal releases that I've just picked up, inspired by channels like Brain Smasher, Motley Crue Forever, Count Blackguard, and those guys like that. And this is another album that Brain Smasher showed, and I believe that is 1997, the year of 1997. But anyway, it's Thy Primordial, and which is freaking badass. I just went to the record store, and there it was. And now I was looking for it the other day on CD, and it goes for a pretty penny. But to find it, I mean, it's a reissue. I don't give a fuck. And it's on Black Mark. Again, I don't give a fuck. I have a copy of it, and it's badass. But this is Thy Primordial, where only the seasons mark the paths of time, and life remains eternal. So it's a long ass fucking title. I remember in Ben's video, he's talking about all the purple and blue shit. Pretty cool. I like actually the color scheme on this, but to talk about it a little bit, released in 1997, Swedish black metal. I guess it's a little melodic to me. I listened to this right before the video. It kind of has a sorrowful, apocalyptic kind of fucking feel to it. Love the fucking guitar in this. Real tremolo picking with that feathering effect. I love about black metal. The drums are very thunderous, which when I showed this to Ben yesterday, he said it's the drummer from Dawn. I can't remember his name. The vocals kind of remind me of Ishan from Emperor a little bit. It's a very higher register, almost to Danny Filth, but more along the lines with Emperor style vocals. But man, it's a fucking badass motherfucker. Show you the vinyl. This is the only record I'm going to show in this video. I've been prominently picking up CDs, but to see this on a fucking shelf when I walk in there, knowing the mood I was in and the black metal mood, and picking up this Swedish shit like that, I was fucking blown away. So damn stoked to have this. So again, this is a killer motherfucker. I don't have everything memorized. I only listened to it about twice now, but I love it to fucking pieces. The Conquest was the first track I heard. I love that. And Where Only the Seasons Mark the Paths of Time. I don't know if that's just the instrumental at the end of the song, Forthcoming Centuries, but that was fucking killer motherfucker right there. But yeah, absolute fucking beast. It looks like this has what's his name? Morth from Dawn. I guess they played on Slaughter Son, I believe. But killer, fucking beautiful looking. Love this fucking record. So more to my my Swedish melodic death metal collection is crazy. I got several fucking records, and this looks good with the Lord Belial, Enter the Moonlight Gate, or Venturlin, Welcome to My Last Chapter, or if I said that right, or Nocturnal Mortem, which is really Ukrainian lunar poetry. Just this artwork fucking looks good with that shit, and sounds good with that. So next one up is a surprise find I found in the bin. And it's another band that I believe Count Blaggerus showed and did a review of. It's Morgion, I think it's what it's pronounced, or Morgion. Cloaked by Ages, Crowned in Earth. Also, Ben has talked about it in his this band, I should say, in his Doomtober series he did a couple years ago. And I can't remember where this lines up in their discography. It was released in 2004 on Dark Symphony Records. Found it in the used bin. I was like, fuck yeah. I heard about this band, but I never owned anything by them. But this is some fucking killer doom death, I would say. It's part this one's, it's got some death metal moments, doomy style, but it has a lot of clean tone guitar and clean vocals, and it's not cheesy clean vocals either. It's really cool. This is an album that I could see myself listening to on a cold, rainy November day out in the woods, and it's just freaking fantastic. First song, Cloaked by Ages. Man, that death growl he does in this motherfucker is fucking outstanding. And then it just breaks down into these slower parts with the clean tone guitar, and I just fucking love this style of doom death. I think, yeah, this video is gonna be black metal and death doom and doom death and death metal. So anyway, I will post a link in the description below if you don't know these guys. But Morgion, I believe they're also, I should say, from Orange County, California. So they're United States killer ass fucking band. Next one up, I talked about this band the last video, and I picked up another one of their releases, which is Mort Grennan and Return Fire, which is their sophomore release, released in 1997. Mark Grennan is a Swedish melodic death metal band, and their first album, Tucson of Gots, I think is what's pronounced, is my favorite black metal album right now. And this one, I listen to it, I like it, not as much as that debut, but there's some moments in this that are fucking killer. This is more of a, I'd say, a thrashier black metal album to me. It still has a tremolo picking and the real melodicism the other one has, but this is more straightforward black metal with a thrashing edge to it. They do a really cool cover of Necrophiliac by Slayer on here, but for the most part, every freaking song is badass. One of my favorite bands right now. This is on Seasons of Mist, Return Fire. I'm assuming it's a World War II type of album. Booklet comes with this, and what does it say? Lords of time before memory are being drowned by the smell of confusion and the hysteria and mutual hatred of the primitive life forms of this planet, human beings. So kind of a disdain to mankind, probably being a warring kind of creature we are, always disagreeing with each other when we shouldn't. But anyway, yeah, this is a really cool fucking album. I love it. I'm gonna listen to this more. This is cool. It has a story of Mark Grennan, Return of Fire in the liner notes, so I'm gonna read later. I really like reading that kind of stuff, and especially a new discovery band for me that I just gotta have all their stuff. I love it. So Mark Grennan with Return Fire, released in 1990s. Well, wait, when was it released? I guess 1997. Wow, a couple of 1997 releases in here, more than I thought. This next one up, I'm a huge In Flames fan, and I haven't had this album right here, Lunar Strain, and so I decided to pick this up. I've always liked this album, I've had it in the past. I kind of like their first 4 releases, actually the first 3 albums in their EP. This one happens to come with Subterranean 2 as well, so I have the other version, which has the bonus tracks has Iron Maiden cover and a Metallica cover, and this one's just straight up EP. But this is my favorite In Flames album. I love this motherfucker right here. There's more to it to me than the other ones. Jester Race is the one that everybody else prefers, but for me, this one's the better one. There's some really cool freaking melodies in this, and I love the guitar tone in this one. Every track is awesome. I love the acoustic passages, the straightforward kind of almost blackened death metal feel this one gives me, the vibe it gives me, but like their old logo as well. So this is on Nuclear Blast, and just an outstanding freaking melodic death metal album. Not much to the liner notes, of course, but just fantastic. So most of you already know about this album, and if you don't know about this album, goddamn, pick this motherfucker up. It's fucking badass. This next one's kind of a hidden gem. I used to have this on dub cassettes that I'm going to talk about, and I finally got the reissue, which is on Hammerheart, which is phlebotomized. This is immense, intense suspense. So this is kind of a death doom or doom death album, kind of like Morgion, but this one has more instrumentation. It was released in 1994, I believe, and the band's out another one. So it's a Dutch death doom band, and a little bit avant-garde, very progressive. I believe there's a violinist, there's a keyboardist. Man, they put so much music in this, and just an absolute fucking journey when you listen. It takes you onto a trip. I can't suggest this album enough if you don't know it. And it's a pretty cool digipack, really. Like the artwork. They had pretty much all their albums, but for me, the debut was my favorite. Love the artwork to this one. I think that's supposed to be Golem on the front cover. Pretty sure, but so it's kind of Tolkien themed, I guess. But look at that artwork. Definitely must listen to if you like that kind of stuff. Death metal that has more imagination to it. The vocalist has, I don't know if there's two vocalists on this, but the death metal vocalist sounds fucking killer, and the clean vocals they do on this is fucking killer too. But the title track, Immense Intense Suspense, is fucking awesome. But my favorite song is Desecration of Alleged Christian History. That was one of my favorite songs. In Search of Tranquility was a great one. Just take my word for it. This is this will take you on a fucking medieval journey. Fucking killer for phlebotomized, immense, intense suspense. So killer shit. So this one is where I get to the prop. So Scott at No Solutions always talking about this band, and I actually bought this album back in 1998, and I guarantee you I probably haven't listened to it all the way through. I can't get through it. So when everybody talks about Catatonia, I'm at a loss because I listened to this one first, and I had no idea that they were better than this before this album. I know there's probably people that like this album, and I'm probably pissing them off, but to me this sounds kind of weird. It's kind of like new wave meets somebody trying to play heavy metal, I guess. I don't know. So I'm not really too thrilled with this album, to be honest with you. But so what's happened is channels like, you know, No Solution, Scott over there, Brain Smasher, and several other people that talked about this, I finally got this. So that album turned me off from the band, and I didn't check anything else out. So I thought they fucking sucked. But Catatonia, this is Dance of December Souls, which is a doom death, I guess, or black and melodic, but it's predominantly a doom metal or doom death album to me. Really killer stuff. I love the fucking vocals, but I guess it's more death doom. I probably have that backwards, but black and death doom. Maybe, I don't know if I'm creating a genre, but that's what it sounds like to me when I listen to this thing, and I fucking love it. I goddamn love this motherfucker right here. And I'm not even gonna try to get that out. So this is a reissue on God bless Peaceville Records, and I love every freaking track on this. The other versions I've seen has more of a pink cover, and this one's blue. But absolutely fucking killer. Dance of December Souls. Absolute freaking majestic album. My favorite track was, where was it? In Silence Enshrined. I love that one. Without God, I love that. Velvet Thorns of something word I can't fucking pronounce. Probably if I could see it, I could pronounce it better. But anyway, this is killer fucking shit. So Catatonia with Dance of December Souls. Fucking killer motherfucker. And this one, got this one too. So I got their first three albums. Their third album fucking sucks. But these two are good. I like this one a lot better than this one, but I still like this one. I could see where they were going. There's one track on here. I'm not sure which track it was. Maybe Rain Room or something like that, where it has that kind of new wave alternative vocal sound from the 80s, but the music's actually pretty good on that. So, but if you don't know this album, of course, the death vocalist portion of this is Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth. You most people probably know more about this album than I fucking do, but I like this album, just not as much as this one. But this is still great shit. So if I didn't say it, this is Brave Murder Day. And it's a 2-disc CD. I don't know if it's just a long ass fucking album or they threw bonus tracks. I'm not sure. But absolutely love this fucking album just because Michael Ackerfeld put some fucking great fucking vocals on this. Favorite tracks was the first track, Brave Murder Day. I loved Rain Room, I think is what it's called. It's kind of a slower, doomier song with that new wave kind of sound. Disc Toe had Nowhere, I fucking love that. Inside the Fall was fucking awesome, and Untrue, so great stuff. Catatonia with Brave Murder Day. This next one, you know, this is freaking funnier and shit. So this band right here, I'm a huge death metal guy, and back in the mid 90s, I wasn't really a melodic death metal guy. So when I first heard this band, it was a melodic death metal album, one of their melodic death metal albums, and I wasn't really too keen on it. And then I decided to pick up some of their stuff. This is fucking killer. I fucking love it. This is Hypocrisy. I think Penetralia, I think it's what it's called. But this is some fucking badass shit. Evil as fuck. Swedish death metal released in 1992. Which my 92 collection is freaking massive. But for some reason, this is one of those bands that really went under the radar. And when I finally heard them, it was an album that didn't impress me. So I just kind of not checked them out. But this is part of those reissues, I believe. And I'm sure this is on Nuclear Blast Records, but I thought this was cool. It comes with a fold out like the good old days with a poster. You don't see that often anymore, and I always thought that was a neat addition. But to me, this album kind of sounds a little bit like a heavier version of Sinister, I guess. Cross the Sticks, maybe. Fucking love this motherfucker. Love this goddamn fucking album. I wish I knew about it sooner, but I can't remember who talks about this band a lot. Maybe it was Scott. Maybe. But Hypocrisy was just one of those bands that kind of just didn't do it for me back then, and then decided to pick up a couple of their records. So this one's fucking awesome. Penetralia by Hypocrisy, released in 1992. And I think this was released in 1993 or 94, but this is their sophomore release, which is Asculum Obscenum, I guess. I don't know, fucking Latin or something. But goddamn, this was fun. Might be even better than that one. I haven't listened to this too many times, but it's fucking killer. I'll just say that. I swear there was a Venom cover on this. I had a few drinks and I was listening to this. Yeah, I see it. It's black metal. I do the black metal cover, or Venom cover, like black metal is the cover. So I like this a lot. I love the intro to it. It has a darkness to it. It's another heavy ass motherfucker. Love the artwork to this. The person that showed this album is actually Devin from Maze of Torment. That's who showed this one. And I'm sure other people showed it as well, but what the fuck? Kind of stuck together, but it's another one with a nice fucking poster. I think it's pretty cool. If I could fucking open it up. But yeah, this kind of shit is cool to me. It takes you back to the 90s. But anyway, yeah, I have a lot of death metal, and for some reason this band kind of went under the radar for me. And I have a lot of obscure shit, and I don't know why this one just never really piqued my interest. But God, I'm fucking glad I bought these. If I can put it together right. But anyway, that's that. Hypocrisy. I want to say this right. Asculum obscenum. Askinum. Fuck it, I don't know. And then the last one on my show, found in the used bin. I do have this on cassette. I got another Immortal album. This is the one that was released in 2018. And I don't like this as much as I like the newer album, to be honest with you, but I do like it. I like their Mighty Raven Dark, I guess, redo. Demoness did pretty good, but my favorite tracks on this is Northern Chaos Gods, Into Battle Ride. I like that one a lot. When Mountains Rise, and then of course Mighty Raven Dark, released on Nuclear Blast. So pretty cool. I think the CD is all I need. I got several Mortal albums. The band always reminded me of like Bathory. So it was one of the black metal bands I did know a lot about back in the day, because the first album I ever heard by them was fucking Pure Holocaust. And I think I talked about it. My buddy was playing it when we went catfishing. So every time I hear about that, listen to that fucking album, I think of that catfishing trip. It's fucking stupid, but killer. But anyway, got that. So that's my collection update. So hopefully I didn't bore you to tears. I kind of like this video, so I think I'm gonna post it. You all have a good motherfucking day. In the background was listening to Apocalypse. This is actually the demo album portion of it, the bonus tracks. The original release had 6 tracks on it. I remember that. 6 or 7 tracks. It wasn't a very long album. Well, it's a long album, but it just didn't have that many tracks with all that instrumentation in between tracks, like Memory, Coronation. What was playing in the background when I first started video was called Desolate, and it went into Averted Face of Humanity. That was the track that was playing in the intro. But anyway, you all have a great one. Later.